What are you doing?
Filming.
Pictures of us?
Yeah.
Can I get your badge number?
0016.
Cool.
Is it shiny enough for you?
It's very shiny.
All right. Give me your driver's license, Mr. Fifth Amendment rights.
You filming right now?
I am.
How come?
He's got the camera on. He's got the camera on me right now as we're talking.
Yeah. CopBlock Radio is filmed live in secret locations across the country. All co-hosts are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. What's up, guys? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties out there. I'm about to join in with the guys now, but it looks like our YouTube stream is failing us for the night. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, why the YouTube stream is not working tonight, but I have all the co-hosts here, so we will be live on LRN, and we will have a podcast up for you guys. So, what's up, guys? This is Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley CopBlock.
This is Matt Taylor of Carbon County CopBlock.
Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
Block.
Andrew Henderson of Minnesota CopBlock.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing? This is a new face this week. We really haven't had you on recently. So you had yourself one hell of a weekend, didn't you?
I did. You know, the 4th of July was a great weekend for us here in Minnesota. Me and AJ from Minnesota CopBlock started everything out by giving the Ramsey County Law Enforcement Center, which holds the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, the Ramsey County Jail, and the St. Paul Police Department, a nice little fireworks show right outside of their parking lot.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but nobody came out. They kind of watched us from a distance, but they left us alone. I guess they just didn't want to end up on YouTube again. So
okay.
yeah. After I took her home, I was heading home, and I saw a police vehicle make a turn without using a blinker, so I decided to follow it. And it turned out to be a St. Paul officer, McGuire, that shot an individual that had schizophrenia last year. Just kind of murdered him right in front of his baby's mama and his child. I mean, his baby's mom was holding his child when all this happened. I mean, it was like right in front of her. She could feel the gunpowder off this guy.
That's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, I confronted him about that, and you know, and I've had interactions with this dude before, like cop watching right on the street, and he's just acted totally inappropriately. He's grabbed his crotch at me, yelled stuff through his vehicle loudspeaker at me.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Like this guy's a really bad actor for the St. Paul Police Department.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I finally got to confront him about this stuff. You know, I got to ask him how he felt about, you know, murdering a community member, and you know, he just said that he felt good to be alive, and that's really about it. You know, it doesn't seem like he has any remorse for killing another human being. It's.
So you asked this member of the police department, this server of justice, as they would like to be called, how he felt about killing. Now, how old was this person?
He was probably young to mid-30s.
Okay, so somebody in the prime of their life, he cut them down. You asked him, "How do you feel about that?" And he just says, "Nah, I can sleep at night." Like,
yeah, like I feel good to be alive. That's really about it. I mean, that's scary. That's sad.
Yeah, that's not somebody that should be armed out there and put in a situation where they can make that decision again.
Yeah, I mean he's still out in the community, and here's like the worst thing about this. Okay, so after he murdered this citizen, other people like the family and friends held a rally for him, and McGuire served as security for this rally, like stood right over the person he killed's mother while she was, you know, laying in the street. I mean, what? You know, I don't understand how the St. Paul Police Department even allowed this to happen.
Doesn't somebody at St. Paul's have a freaking don't they have at least one PR officer who's like, bro, that is a bad idea, don't send him. Like, bad press, don't do it. Like, no, yeah, they're probably sitting there like, let's do it. Like, fuck it, we don't care.
Pretty much, yeah. They just
didn't we have a letter come in, or we saw a letter that came in, Severin, a couple weeks ago, where they turned around in the Tamir Rice, and they turned around and issued them a letter saying that they should take some of the money that they got for the lawsuit and should put it back into the community and towards the police so they can have body cameras and shit like that. You know, it's the same kind of mentality. It's not just a one-off situation. You know, they will kill you and then they'll turn around and really just do god-awful things directly afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean it happens all the time here. I mean, I can name off tons of different instances the St. Paul Police Department has just done evil things, and you know, head officers just show no remorse and get promotions off of it. Like, you know, every police department does this. It's just it's horrible.
That's insane. So, was that all that happened, or did more go down?
Well, I mean, I was, you know, so I confronted him about this. I asked him for an apology for grabbing his crotch at me, and he pretty much refused to apologize for that. And you know, afterwards, I was able to hand out, you know, Know Your Rights CopBlock cards to all the people that were being detained or being dealt with at that time, which was a positive thing. You know, it did something good for the community out of a really horrible situation.
Right.
But the whole time that officer was just standing there with the family?
Yeah. During the rally, I mean, he was just right next to him.
Did anybody
I mean,
in the family confront him at all?
They didn't know who he was at the time. Like,
But you do?
I do now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so at this point, had it not been released who the shooter was, like who the cop was that shot him, or?
It was released, but you know, with the press release, they don't include a photo and all that stuff, and you know, people can alter the looks pretty easy. That's
true, and many people grieve in many different ways. I mean, I know if it was me, I would have known exactly what that fucker looked like, but that's a different, you know, that's just people grieve differently. I mean, but damn. Could you imagine what that would have been like, finding out afterwards that the person that killed them was standing over you trying to act like they were protecting you? Like, I would have felt like, damn, I'm glad I got out of there with my life.
Yeah, you know, if I knew that the killer of my son was, you know, standing over me while I was, you know, there in grieving protest, I mean, that would just do tremendous harm to my psyche, you know? I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, can you say sociopath? I mean, really? Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think I've seen like 6 or 7 action movies from the 90s that this started out this way. And you know what I mean? Like, this is just damn.
Yeah, I mean, you can check out the video on my YouTube channel if you want, which is youtube.com/TheDrewks or /TheDrewks, TheDrewks. And you can watch the video of when I confronted him, and you can watch the video of him grabbing his crotch at me, and also another rally we had for the person he shot, Quinn.
Is that you and a group that runs that page, or is that just mainly you uploading?
What was that?
Is that just you uploading, or is it you and a group uploading?
That's just me. That's my personal page.
There's a lot of content there. I've been over there a lot.
Yeah.
You have all kinds of videos.
Yeah, I'm pretty active. I mean, I try to get out a lot. I mean, I work full time, and then, you know, any free time I have, I try to give back to the community in some way.
Well, we wanted to have you on the show for a long time, but your work schedule never allows you to come on. So I'm glad you were able to join us for this segment. Is there any upcoming events for you? Anything going on in Minnesota that people can come out and meet you and maybe get involved in something?
Nothing yet, but I'm sure I will be holding some Know Your Rights and Cop Watch trainings here pretty soon, because the body cam bill that passed in Minnesota is just ridiculous, and the only way to combat that is for communities to start recording their own footage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm really glad for your service, man. I wanted to tell you that for a long time. You're always in and out and never able to jump on. I'm just so happy that somebody like you's out there. And with Amanda, do you guys team up with stuff?
We try to, but like my work schedule and her work schedule don't always, you know, correlate. But this weekend we'll be getting together to head down to Peace Stock in Red Wing, Minnesota. And we're going to hang out there and get together with a bunch of other activists.
If you're in Peace Stock, go look up Minnesota CopBlockers, Andrew and Amanda. We'll be right back with more after this commercial break. We're going to try to get some of these technical issues fixed. But If you're listening on LRM, you hear us just fine. It's been great having you, Andrew. We'll be right back with more.
If I end up on YouTube, I'm going to be upset.